Guys, please mute yourself. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay, guys. This is Manpreet here. I've already taken a one more session, but today is the day one. So I will start from the beginning as well. Okay. So first, let me introduce myself. I'm actually a trainer, not a. Actually, I'm working in the MNC for more than 14 years, and I'm a CCI security certified. CCI security certified. Okay, so I have working on since last 14 years in the network security domain. Okay. So for Checkpoint Firewall, guys, Checkpoint Firewall, I would say that before going to the deep, let me explain some things to you that we have a lots of vendor actually in the world who is actually manufacturing the firewall. Okay, like Sonic Wall, WatchGuard, Palo Alto. Palo Alto is the best number one firewall. Okay, Palo Alto is the number one firewall in the world. It has a huge demand in all over the world. Wherever you go, all the big enterprise companies are using a Palo Alto networks firewall. And even Checkpoint is also at the number one only. Okay, both Palo Alto and Checkpoint Firewall has a huge demand in all over the world. I worked on Singapore. I worked on some lots of East countries, Hong Kong as well. I have seen these all the devices are using in the very big enterprise, even the ISPs end as well. Now the second is Cisco. Like Cisco has a ESA firewall, FTD. Okay, Cisco is at the number two. Cisco is at the number two. And after that, even Fortinet is also not much behind from the Cisco. Okay. First, Palo Alto, Checkpoint. Guys, just hold 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. So you could see that Palo Alto has a very huge demand all over the world. Even the Checkpoint has also a very huge demand. Okay. Now, second, Cisco is a company who's manufacturing a firewall named ESA, and Fortinet. Fortinet making a firewall FortiGate. Okay, FortiGate. These are the firewall. I would say that these four firewall has a huge demand all over the world, and even the Juniper has also, like I would say, third. These are the very important firewalls. If you have a knowledge of Palo Alto, Checkpoint, Cisco, and FortiGate, guys, you guys will definitely get a very good positions, very good salaries into the network security domain. These are the very important devices and has a huge demand all over the world. Okay, so now here we have a Checkpoint classes. Before going to guys Checkpoint classes, you can see if you're in the Checkpoint has offered multiple certifications, but if you're going for the, I would suggest go for either CCSA and CCSE. CCSE is a recommended one. It's the highest level of certification. It's the expert level of certification in the Checkpoint Firewall. CCSA is the admin level. You can directly go and give the exam CCSE as well. Okay, so it has a huge demand certification in the Checkpoint domain. Here is some things I have mentioned that what are the prices for that. So, okay, prices could be vary $150 to $250. Okay, you would guys have checked that. The prices for the certifications. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's all for just for the basic introduction about the firewall, Checkpoint certifications and Checkpoint and other vendors firewall. Okay. Before going deep, guys, I just want to know that, do you guys know that what is firewall? What firewall is doing? Do you have any ideas about the firewall? Guys,
Yes,
do you know what the firewall is doing actually? Just tell me. Anyone knows or Shall I go for the advance or just I will explain on the basics what you guys want? Yeah, tell me.
Basically, firewalls means it protects from the threat or any third party user which is not authorized for that purpose.
Exactly. Very good, Satyam. Very good. I really like that. Okay. So Satyam is saying that firewall is something protecting something, right? But what exactly it is? I'm telling you guys the history that earlier in the 1980s or even the 70s, these all, in 1970s mostly, the communication between the two PC has been started. Okay, in the year 19 around I'm telling you 1970s. Okay, like Department of Defense of Americas, this has a PC like PC1, PC2. Okay, and they start exchanging the data. This is the data they're exchanging. Like exchanging means they have sent the data from one PC to another PC, one PC to another PC in 1970. They have sent the data. Okay, they have a data in one PC, they have sent to the other PC, okay, with directly connected cable something, and they have did it in 1970. Then after, guys, they have the scientists have Americas, UK's, that time they are very high booming into all the industries and the modernizations. They have came to know that, oh my God, so from one PC I am successfully able to send a data to the another PC, okay, in one location. Why not from the PC1 or from one location PC I would send a like I have a one building, like suppose in the building in one apartments, if you are in the first floor, okay, first floor in the office, okay, why not I can send the data on some users. This is some user PC, okay, laptop. Okay. That time there is a no laptop, right? PC something kind of, and this user sitting on some fifth, 10th floor, okay. So how would I send the data to user two, okay, or on the PC two? So they have worked together. Okay, there is a one questions, guys. It is protecting wall for networking, sir. Trivedi, Swarup Trivedi. I'm explaining. I'm going to explain the very bit of firewalls. What firewall is doing? It is not protection of wall. Okay. Anyway, I'll explain you. Firewall. Its a name is firewall. It doesn't mean that there is any kind of a wall, but it's a virtual wall. I will explain you. Okay, guys. So what I'm explaining, what I'm trying to explain, in the same 1970s kind of, scientists have what they are start doing from one PC, how they will send a packet or data. How data or packet is same thing, guys. Data, packet, all the same things. Okay. So in the 1970s, they came to know how I will send a data from one PC to another PC. So in 1970s, nearby they can able to send, but how I will send a packet from first floor, someone sitting in the first floor, some other user sitting in the 10th floor, how I will send a data. So then they have discovered switch. Okay. They've invented actually with the help of switch. You guys aware of switch, right? Maybe in the CCNA you guys have learned about. So with the help of switch, if there is a one PC and and there is some user sitting in some 10th floor, with the help of switch, they are able to send a packet. Okay, in one apartment. Then, guys, in the 1980s, they have discovered about the router. Okay, router is actually helping from to send a packet from one location. The switch can help to send a packet from only of the one apartments or nearby apartments, but router can able to send a packet from, so like this is a router, and then router there is a switch. Okay, and then there is a user PC, suppose. Okay, so what router is helping? This is a router. Okay, this guy is a router, and this is a switch, and this is a user PC. These are the user PC, like we are sitting as our PC. Okay, desktop. So with the help of router, one user can able to send a packet. A user can able to send a packet towards the different location as well. Like you are in Delhi, so you will send a nearby or Delhi to Mumbai as well. I'm telling you, kind of. Okay, so even the different location, they are able to send a packet with the help of router. They have sent a data from one location to another location with the help of router. So, guys, the question is, okay, the question is, And this all has been already developed in 1980s till 1985 something. Okay, like Cisco, there's a story of the Cisco, right? So how the Cisco company has evolved. They have a husband and wife working in the other apartments, two other building. They were not able to talk together. So okay, so there were some stories, guys. Go and learn in the Googles or Wikipedia. You will really like that. Okay. So the question is, when the router has been introduced by the Cisco only. Okay. So what happened, guys? So if this user want to talk to this guy, okay, and this guy located in somewhere in the Mumbai, so he can simply send a packet. Packet first go to the switch. From the switch, packet go to the router. Then router has some lease line or some direct connectivity somewhere else, could be, I'm not, or some ISP internet provider, whatever it is, and then it forward the traffic towards the some other routers at the Mumbai office router, and then packet then came to the switch, and then from the switch it came to the this user. So that's how you can see that my packets or my data is successfully communicated from one location to other location. It's all going good. The networking is going good, right? My even from the US, America to India, my packet has been started exchanging together. Okay. Then what is the use of firewall? What is the use of firewall then? So what happened there, guys? Suppose this is a router here. This is a router. Okay. What happened in something went wrong in 1988, guys. 1988, something went wrong. What went wrong? That there is a one router, and then after the router, there could be a switch, whatever it is. I'm not much because we are going to discuss about the firewall. And then in the router, then there is a switch, and then after the switch, there is a office user or a user is sitting with their desktop. These are the desktop. User is sitting with the desktop. What happened, guys? Suppose there is a ISP. What is ISP? Internet Service Provider. You guys will say that time there could be no ISP. Yes, it was there. Okay, but not which right now have a comparison, not like that, but they have a ISP that point of time even. Okay, what happened, guys? If any user, here is any user, okay, and that user is not a good guy, he's a hacker. Okay, and this hacker, what he did, he want to, suppose this is a one company. Okay, I'm just making this circle. This is a one company. That's company name could be ABC, ABC. This is the name of the company. And this company has a very important data in this PC. Very important data. Okay, important data. What kind of important data, guys? Important means, the competition happened, right? Or could be to China, India. They have a competitor. Even Pakistan, right? They have a competitor to each others. So what India is doing, okay, whatever their plans and what they're developing. Okay, if China try to hack our server, right? China try to hack our defense server. Same way, in the 1988, some of the other competitive companies, they try to hack to their competitor um, company server. So they will hack the server, and they will get to know what this company is cooking. Cooking means what this company is doing actually, what they are planning next. So suppose, guys, I will come to that topic again. Suppose if this is you, okay, like there is a one guy and there's another guy. So these two guys has a enemy together. Okay, this has a competition together. If suppose this is you, this number one is you. Okay, you guys. If you know that the next move of your enemy, what he gonna do that, if you know earlier before that, what he gonna do that, so you would be prepared yourself. You would be ready yourself. What he's doing, you would be prepared yourself. So with the help of, if you aware of that, what he's going to do next, if you know before that, okay, so you can beat him easily. Where this guy is going, which location is falling, whatever it is, you can beat him easily. This is what the tactics of the company. They just want to hack their competitor server, and with that, they know that what they are doing, and these companies have easily beat that. Okay, in the competition and anything. So that's why they have introduced a hacker. Okay, hacker is what hacker is doing actually. If you A hacker is a very fascinating name, right? But what exactly they are doing? Hacker is actually creating some software programming code. Okay, software programming code. Hacker is actually writing or creating some viruses. Okay, like and what is viruses? Viruses is a software programming code. Okay, which is created by the hacker. So hacker has used their mind or their knowledge and created some software programming code. Code is called virus or malware. Okay, these are or trojans, whatever it is. What they will do, hacker try to access, let me change my pen. This hacker guys want to access, suppose this PC has a very important server and it has a very important data to it. This hacker try to access this PC. He will just initiate a connection and his connection will simply come to the router. Router, it's not gonna do anything or not gonna stop this accessibility. Okay, router will not even stop this access and he forward to the switch. From the switch, he is easily able to get connect to this server. Hacker easily able to get connect to the server easily, and then hacker can easily whatever he want to put any virus malware in the server, he can successfully do that, and with that he the other company can easily beat that company, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. You can steal the data, you can easily steal the data. And now guys, remember data, our job, we are what doing, we are doing a network security, means we are protecting the data protection is our job. Okay guys, I'm just getting one important call, just one moment, I'm just unmuting myself. Hey, sorry guys, I got a call from networking only. Okay, so see what we are doing. So this hacker is easily able to get access of the server. Nothing was doing in the networking. Okay, guys, router is a network device, switch is a network device, right? Nothing is there in between to actually prevent this access. When hacker try to access, nothing is there in between. Switch is not capable of prevent this access. Even router is not, I'm saying not much. Yes, router can do nowadays, but that point of time router is also not that much capable to protecting the our network. Router job is just forwarding the routing, that's it. Router has some access list, access control list they can do, but router primary job is to forward the traffic. Okay, now what happened guys, in 1988, if such kind of attacks, hacking attacks was started, then some other companies bring a one specific device. Okay, and this device is called firewall. And what firewall is doing, like this is a firewall, and suppose this is a router as well, router, then firewall, then there is a switch, the same example I'm taking, and then in the switch there is a user PC, or user PC means your important server. And now that point of time, this is ISP. So suppose this is a hacker. Now if any hacker, let me change my pen. Is this now I have put the firewall in between. So now if any hacker try to access or try to enter to my office network, okay, or try to do a unauthorized access, what happened? My firewall will restrict it there. My firewall, this is a firewall, my firewall will restrict the access or prevent the access of hacker. Why? Why? Because my firewall has using a some set of rules. Firewall is following the set of rules. This set of rules called policy. So I will create, like we are network security engineer, we will create the policy in the firewall, and we can only allow the policy. Firewall has a technology like it will allow the policy or drop the packet or deny the packet. Either allow the packet or deny the packet. So firewall takes this decision with the help of set of rules, which I will create. So only authorized person, okay, only on authorized, like there is some other user, he's a legitimate guys or authorized guys, okay, he belongs to the company only. When he tried to access to my network, my firewall will allow it because he is a authorized person. But if any hacker try to access to my network, it's called unauthorized access. So my firewall will block their access. Okay. So what firewall is doing? Firewall is a network security device which actually helps to prevent the unauthorized access. Unauthorized, I'm using a word, unauthorized access, and protect our network. This is what the best definition of firewall, and you guys right now aware of what firewall is doing, right? So if you see here, the diagram, this is the internet ISP, and then this is a firewall, and then this is my important server. If there is any hacker, this is a hacker, he want to access any of my device, he want to enter my network, what happened? My firewall will follow the set of rules, and if he's try to do this hacker will try to enter unauthorized access to my network, my firewall will simply drop the packet. His access will, he will drop, my firewall will drop his access. My firewall will not let him in. You can see the color. Okay, the red color means hacker access. It is dropped. Only a green color means legitimate access or authorized user. Authorized user only allow from this firewall. Okay, but red one, unauthorized access, is being dropped by the packet. So firewall is working like a security guard. Okay, if you be in a like if you are in the apartments, right? There is a suppose apartments is there. Okay, in the apartments you could see, one moment. In the apartments you can see this is suppose a society. Okay, and in the society you could see there is some security office, and in the security office, I'm just writing security office. Okay, and there is some security guard would be there, right? Security guard. So what happen if someone, only a person who belongs to the society, if he try to access to the society, my security guard will allow it. Okay, but if there is some, I'm just using a different pen, but black means if there is some person who doesn't belongs to the society, okay, and it looked like some kind of a thief or some he try to steal something in the society, that point of time my security guard will, what he will do, he will not let him allow in the society, right? The same things my firewall is doing. If you are a legitimate guys, firewall will let him allow into the network. Okay, but if you are a something hacker, you want to steal something, that point of time my firewall is simply block the hacker traffic. And how firewall is blocking the traffic? Firewall is using a technology is called set of rules or policy, which I will create, with which engineer will create a policy into the firewalls. With the help of policies, my firewall take a decision to allow the policy or drop the policy. Okay, with the help of policies, my firewall take two decisions: either allow the traffic or block the traffic. Okay, this is what the policies my firewall is using. Okay, guys. So now you guys know that actual definition of firewall. What is firewall? Any doubt, any question, guys? Please ask me. Any doubt? Nitin, Arjun, Arpit, Ganesh, Gokul, Jitu, Rajkumar. Any
No,
doubt?
no.
Rishi, Salman, Satyam, Vadivan, Saurav. Saurav already knows that. I know that Saurav was in my first class. Hi, Saurav. And yeah, so last Sunday we have taken the same class. Okay, but now it's
Yes.
today's first class. Yeah. So guys, any doubt about the firewall? What is, just I'm asking, what is now Trivedi, Swarup Trivedi. So look, now it knows what the firewall is doing. It's not like just a protection wall. Okay. Guys, any doubt? What is, if someone would ask what is firewall? Can you explain this? Now I've explained it. Firewall is a, no need to explain software or hardware based. Just firewall is a network security device which helps the organizations to protect from unauthorized access. That's it. Got it? Guys, tell me something. Any doubt? No?
So no doubt.
Very good. Okay, Rajkumar saying your explanation is very clear, sir. Thank you, Rajkumar. Thank you. But thing is that I want everyone to understand. If you have any doubt, don't be shy. You have paid already to taking this class. Okay. So guys, if you have any doubt, guys, ask me 1,000 times. I'm telling you, and I will explain 1,000 times. I will go a little very slow. Till then, you will not understand. I will give a same example 10 times. Okay. Once you will understand, then only I will go forward. Okay, guys. Okay. Now you knows what is firewall. You know that. What is the definition of firewall? You guys aware of this. Now tell me, if someone would ask in the interview, tell me the types of firewall. What you will say? Any idea? Types of firewall. Someone would ask in the interview, tell me the types of firewall. I will explain.
Packet filter firewall, stateful instruction firewall, and application firewall.
Very good. Go ahead. Very good. Okay. So, what's your name? Nitin. Who said? What's your name?
Jitendra, Jitu.
Jitendra. Jitu, very good. Yeah. Yeah, Jitu. Very good. So, Jitendra has said packet filter firewall. Yeah. The types of firewall is, I would say that there are multiple types of firewall. I'm using a word, multiple. Multiple means many types of firewall. Okay. There are many types of firewall. Multiple means so many types of firewall. Multiple means multiple types of firewall. What is the meaning of multiple? Multiple means many. बहुत सारे हैं भाई, है ना? Many types of firewall. Many types of firewall. But I'm going to explain about the most important 5 types of firewall. These are the most important firewall. If someone would ask how many types of firewall, you would say, yeah, there are multiple types of firewall, but the most important types of firewall is these 5, which is I'm going to explain. Okay. Okay, guys. So first is packet filter firewall. But before going to the packet filter firewall, guys, do you know OSI reference model? OSI reference model? Who knows actually?
OSI reference.
I just want to know the knowledge. You guys are aware of no OSI, like application layer?
Yes, sir, all the 7
sir,
layers.
physical.
Everyone knows, right?
Yes, sir. Total 7.
Everyone knows. Yeah. Oh, what happened? Hey. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So we all know application layer and presentation layer. I'm sorry. Sometimes. Application, presentation. I'm writing just one more time. If you don't know, you will remember. So, because I need to explain. Application layer, presentation layer, session layer.
Session layer.
Tell me.
Transport layer. Transport
Transport
layer.
layer.
Next.
Network layer.
Network.
Very good.
Data link.
Data link layer and physical layer.
Then physical.
Very good. So you guys in the CCNA maybe would have know all this. Now tell
Yes.
me, in which layer firewall is working?
Layer 3, 4, and 7.
Yeah, but okay. Layer 3. Layer 3. Okay. It worked from layer 3 to 7. This is a working, yes, but firewall actually represent a part of layer 3. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, it's the functionality of firewall from the till L7. This is a different point of things. Okay, this is a different things. Like firewall is taking care from the packet level is taking from transport layer to application layer. I'm not discussing right now here. Firewall belongs to L3. Any of the device who actually belongs to, like router is also belongs to L3, right? Any of the device who's part of L3, what does it mean? Means that if any of the device, their interface, this is the interface like your fast Ethernet 0/0, right guys? You know that fast Ethernet 0/1. Any of the device is a L3 device. It means I need to give the IP address of the interface. This interface required a IP address. If there is any other device, so like the IP of this PC is 10.1.1.1. So this interface of my firewall is suppose 10.1.1.2 IP. IP need to be provided. Here also suppose 10.2.2.2. And there is some other PC, this IP suppose 10.2.2.3, whatever it is. If any device belongs to L3, it means I need to give the IP address of their interfaces, the connected interfaces of this box. Make sure. If any in the L2, which device is working? Switch. Right? Right. This is just for the device L2 and L3. But now you know that firewall working on L3, switch working on L2. Yeah, we are good. But what is transport layer, guys? What is happening in transport layer?
TCP, UDP.
Exactly.
End of delivery, end-to-end delivery of
TCP,
data.
there is a services protocol. Okay. Like services is working on transport layer. Transport layer has a very, very important layer. Okay. And I'm thinking that you guys know the OSI influence model. Okay. So let me explain the packet filter firewall. So this packet filter firewall, if you see the name packet filter firewall, packet filter firewall is all firewall belongs to L3, make sure. But the functionality, packet filter firewall is actually, the function of packet filter firewall is actually belongs to L4. Okay. The function, what is the function? Means packet filter firewall is only taking care of source IP, destination IP, and the port number. That's it. And then he will take a decision. I'm going to explain you right now. No worry. Here I have just explained what are the layers and which layers, which are my devices working and what transport layer is doing. Okay. Now I'm going to explain about the not a brief, but I'll explain in a good manner about the packet filter firewall. Guys, packet filter firewall is not more in use. I'm telling you, no, not more in use. It's gone. No one using packet filter firewall. Okay. This is a very old firewall, and like in the 1980-90, this firewall has been introduced. And nowadays, this firewall is not more in use. But I need to explain this. What is doing there? Okay. So packet filter firewall is not more in use. Not in use. I remove this. Not in use. Make sure, guys, don't follow much. Okay. So what happens? Suppose this is a packet filter firewall. Okay. I have one question here. Sir, what is packet filter? Tushar, I'm explaining what is packet filter firewall. Okay. Suppose this is a firewall. Okay. And suppose there is a one PC, PC1, and there is a one more PC, PC2. Okay. So firewall, the main job of firewall is, one moment, guys. I'm getting some messages from my office. Okay. Okay, guys, let it be. So what happened, guys? There's a one PC and there's a one PC connected with the firewall on this interface, and there's a one more PC connected on the firewall on other interface. Okay. And guys, suppose this PC has IP 10.1.1.1 and this PC2 has a IP address 10.2.2.2. Guys, what is IP address you all aware of, right? So if this PC1 want to access, this PC1 want to send some data to PC2. If this if this PC1 want to send some packet, he is PC1 sending some packet to PC2. Guys, make sure if there is a firewall in between and there is a no policy created in the firewall, if he try to send any packet, my firewall will drop the packet. Tell me why. What I said, the working of firewall. What is the working of firewall? Let me explain the working of, yeah, go.
Set of rules.
Exactly. I need to create, like if this PC1 want to send any data to PC2, I should have created a set of rules or policy in the firewall. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
This PC1 want to send any packet to PC2. I need to create a policy in the firewall. Yes, Tushar is saying yes. I need to create a policy in the firewall. Then only my firewall will allow the packet. Otherwise, what firewall will do? Drop the packet. So what do you understand? Working of firewall. Firewall is using set of rules. Firewall using set of rules to allow the packet. Allow means allow through the firewall. Or otherwise, if there is no rules, then firewall will block the packet. Okay. So if there is no rule or policy created in this firewall, that point of time is this PC1 want to access PC2, my firewall will drop the packet. So I need to create a correct policy in the firewall. I need to create a correct policy in the firewall. So my firewall will allow the packet from PC1 to PC2. Okay, very clear. Any doubt till now? No, I'm going to explain something else. So what kind of policy I will create so my firewall will allow the packet? This is the working of all firewall, I'm telling you. Okay, all firewall is working like that only. So now listen. So what we have know that there should be a policy in the firewall, then only this PC1 will send up the data. So guys, you know that, and you guys just say that transport layer, TCP, UDP, right? If you're forwarding any data from PC1 to PC2, you should have forward any packet on some services. Okay, like HTTP service or HTTPS service, right? If you open a facebook.com, you will see it's HTTPS traffic, right? Like ICMP ping message, any of the data. If you open a Facebook, no, YouTube, you will see HTTPS. So this is the HTTPS service on the port 443, and it's a TCP protocol, right? HTTPS is a TCP protocol work, and the port number is 443. So suppose this user PC1, he want to send a packet on service 443. Is a service means nothing. It's a destination port. Service is actually is a services like if I'm like a language. I'm talking about you on the English. So this is a way. Okay, like this PC1 want to send some data on this service 443 services. Okay, don't think about much about if you don't. So now I need to create a policy or set of rules on firewall. So how I will create a policy? So PC1 will successfully forward a packet towards a PC2. So whenever if you create a policy in the firewall, you need to make sure source IP address, then destination IP address. I'm just writing IP, but it's a destination IP address. And then there is a destination port. Destination port is nothing, it's a services. Okay. And then there is action. I'll talk about all this thing. So here PC1 want to send a traffic towards the PC2. So PC1 is an initiator. Okay. Whoever is an initiator means PC1 initiating a traffic, initiating first. If I am saying hi to you, so who is initiating a traffic? I am initiating, right? So who is initiating a packet first? PC1. So whoever is the initiator, that guy is a source. Always remember. So what is the source IP here, guys? Tell me.
10.1.1.1.
Okay, you said 10.1.1.1 is a source IP. Why?
So because the initiation is taking part from the PC1 and PC1 IP address is 10.1.
Very good, Satyam. Very good. Just now I've explained that whoever initiating a packet, whoever sending a packet first is called a source. Here source IP is 10.1.1.1. And this PC1 forwarding sending a packet to whom? PC2. So if he's sending a packet to PC2, this is called destination. Okay. This is called destination IP. So what is the destination IP address? 10.2.2.2. And PC1 sending a packet on the port, destination port 443. Just write 443. And action is allow. What you want? Allow or block? I want to allow. Okay. So this is the policy I will create in the firewall. So whenever any the PC1 when forward a packet, the packet will come to the firewall. Firewall check that what is the source IP. Source IP is 10. Firewall check the policy that I have a policy to allow this packet or not. The firewall check the policy and check, okay, I have what is source IP 10.1.1.1. I'm good. What is the destination IP 10.2.2.2. Okay. And what is the port number they are using? Destination port 443. And firewall see what is the action is allowed. So this is a policy. This is what I have created. This is a policy I have created into the policy number 1 in the firewall. So firewall will check that I have a policy in my firewall that so whenever any packet coming from the source IP 10.1.1.1 going to the destination 10.2.2.2 with the port number 443, port means services, and it is allowed, firewall will allow the packet. Okay. This is how a normal firewall work. Okay. This is how the policy I will create and firewall will allow the packet. Any doubt till now? Any doubt? Please. If anyone have any doubt, please ask me the question. Till now.
So I am having question that the means the things what you have given, source IP, destination IP, and how we will give in the means real-time firewall.
Yeah, this is I will explain how you will give into the real time. This is when the lab will start, then you will see. Okay, there's options. Lucid explanation. Thanks. Okay, Nitin Mishra has able to understand. Thank Nitin. Okay, how to create a policy? When I will start the lab, I will explain you how to create a policy. But before you should know that working of firewall. Otherwise, you will not understand. Okay. So right now I'm explaining the packet filter firewall. Okay. So do you know that how the policy is going? How to create a policy in the firewall? Okay. Like how the write a policy to allow a packet from the PC1 to PC2. Any doubt right now? This is a policy. Suppose you have created into the firewall. This is a PC source IP. This is a destination IP. This is a port number. Action is allowed. My firewall will simply allow the packet. Okay, it's very simple to create a policy in the firewall and traffic will be allowed by the firewall. It's very simple. Now, guys, there's a lots of stories. Right now, I'm only explaining the only first firewall, first types of firewall. There are total 5 types of firewall, but first 2 is very much headache. Okay, I'm explaining again. See, I'm not complete right now the packet filter. I have just explained the working of a firewall, how the firewall allow the packet. PC1, PC2, same example, 10.1.1.1. The IP of PC2 is 10.2.2.2 and PC1 want to forward a packet to PC2 on the port number or services 443. Okay. Now, what I have created? I have created a policy, right, in the firewall. What policy I have created in the firewall? That what is the source IP? Source IP is 10.1.1.1. What is the destination? This is the destination in the shortcut. What is the destination IP? Which is 10.2.2.2. I'm good. What is the destination port? Port means services. So I'm using 443 services, okay, or HTTPS. And my action is what I want to allow, what I want to understand, guys, or explain you will understand right now. So in this policy, this is a packet, this is a function of packet filter firewall, guys. Packet filter firewall, make sure. Okay. This is not in use much, but you should understand. So PC1, when PC1 try to forward the packet, and that packet will come to the firewall, firewall check that I have a policy that source IP 10.1.1 want to go to the destination 10.2.2 and on the services 443 and action is allowed. Firewall check that yes, I have a policy. Okay. And firewall simply allow the packet towards the server. Okay. Destination server. Now, this is only a one-way traffic. This is only a one-way traffic. Then there should be a return traffic, right? There should be a reply would come, right? What about the reply? Guys, you guys know that if there is a 2 PC, okay, like this is your PC and this is your facebook.com. You guys using Facebook, right? This is facebook.com server. And like if you in your laptop, if you initiate a connection for the facebook.com, the traffic will reach to the Facebook server. Okay. This is a one-way traffic. So if your traffic from your PC, you have initiated for the Facebook connection and it is reached to the Facebook server, will the Facebook page open in your PC?
No, sir.
No. Why no? Because till the reply will not come from the Facebook server, okay, till then the Facebook page will not open. So what you will understand, this is called two-way. One way, this is a reply means two-way. It means for one successful communication, I'm using a word, one successful communication, you require a two-way communication. For one successful communication, you require a two-way communication, right? It means once I will send a packet to the destination, then destination has to reply, and that reply has to reach to me. That's called a one successful communication, right? I'm right or wrong? Please explain. Please say.
Sir,
Any
right,
doubts right now?
right.
Guys, देखो, I'm explaining in Hindi if someone has issues. Anyway, right. Nitin said, guys, देखो, if you are initiating any connection towards the facebook.com or any youtube.com, whatever it is, if your packet is only going to reaching to the Facebook server, that is fine. But if you will not get a reply, if there is no reply will coming from the Facebook server, your Facebook page will not open. Your connection will not successful. You want to see, if you want to see the facebook.com, then Facebook, the reply should have come from the facebook.com to your PC. Then it's called a two-way communication. So once two-way communication would happen, it's called a, I'm not saying a one, it's called a successful communication. Okay. Two-way communication, like one way, when I am sending a traffic to my destination, it's called one way. Then that destination should have replied to me. It's called two-way communication. Okay. Understood? Any doubt? No? Say, guys, if you have a doubt, no worry, ask me. So now I'm again explaining PC1, PC2. Whenever if any PC initiating any connection, it's called initiator. Okay, initiator. And when this traffic reach to the PC2, then PC2 when try to reply, okay, reply is called responder. Responder means who is replying. So initiator is also called source and responder also called destination. Okay. This all part is clear, right? So whenever if you are sending any packet to the any destination server, you must get a reply. If you will not get a reply, then your communication is not successful. Okay, this part is clear, guys. We required a two-way communication for successful communication. We required a two-way traffic for one successful communication. This part is clear or not? Tell me. If not clear, I will not go forward. Guys, everyone.
It's clear, Ankit.
Arpit, Ganesh,
Clear.
Satyam.
Yeah, clear, sir, clear.
सबको हो गया? Ganesh, Gokul, Rajkumar, Rishi, Salman, वरीवन, सौरभ को तो पहले से एक बार पढ़ चुका है. क्लियर, सबने कहा क्लियर. थैंक यू. ठीक है, अभी एक्नॉलेज करोगे ना. वंस यू एक्नॉलेज मी ना, यस 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 आई क्लियर, सो देन आई केम टू नो या यू गाइज आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ओके, सो आई विल गो लिटिल फास्ट देन. Okay, now come here where I was. Come here, okay? Okay. So I'm saying yes. So guys, still I'm in the packet filter. So what you understand? Now I have only one policy in my firewall. I have created only policy number 1 in my firewall. Okay, in my firewall, it's a firewall policy. And in this policy, only I am able to send a packet from towards the firewall. Source IP is 10.1.1.1. Destination is 10.2.2.2. Destination port is 443. Action is allowed. It means my firewall will allow the packet. One way. This is only a one way I'm saying. One way is allowed with this help of this policy. Now when the reply packet is coming, guys, make sure when the reply would coming, that point of time, this guy become the source. The destination become the source. Okay. When the reply is coming, this guy becomes source and this become destination IP. Okay. Because now he is replying. He is not initiating, he is replying, right? When he is sending any packet, but it's a reply packet. Now he's sending a packet, PC2 is sending a packet, but it's a reply packet. Make sure it's a reply packet. So he is now become a source IP, and to whom he's sending, that guy become a destination. So if that reply packet will come to the firewall, do you have any other policy in the firewall where the source IP is 10.2.2.2, destination is 10.1.1.1, port number is 443, action is allowed. Do you have any policy? No. So my packet filter firewall will drop the packet. My packet filter firewall will drop the reply packet. So your communication is not successful. Okay, we have a chat message. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to create one more policy. And that point of time, my source IP is 10.2.2.2. Destination would be this PC1, which is 10.1.1.1. And port number would be same 443 and action is allow. I need to create one more policy. It's called a reverse policy. Okay, I need to create a reverse policy to allow the reply packet. Once you create a reverse policy number 2, then my firewall will check that, okay, now the reply packet, what is the source IP? Source IP is 10.2.2.2. What is the destination IP? This is 10.1.1.1 and it is port number 443, action is allowed. Then my firewall will allow the packet. So what you understand now today? You understood I required a 2 policy in the packet filter firewall for one successful communication. So even for the one way or for the two way, both sides, I need to create a policy to allow in the firewall to allow the traffic. So what we understood right now, for one way and for the reply, I need to create a 2 policy for one successful communication. This is what the behavior of packet filter firewall, and it is not in use. It is packet filter firewall also used to say stateless firewall. Okay, and packet filter firewall is only taking decision on with the help of source IP, destination IP, and the port number. This part is clear, guys. I am done with the packet filter firewall. Any doubt? If someone would say, what is packet filter firewall? What he will say? It's clear? Tushar say clear.
Yes.
Everyone good. If you have any doubt, ask me. No worry. Satyam? Any doubt?
No, sir, fine.
Nitin? Arpit?
Yes,
Ganesh?
it's fine.
All good? Gokul is saying nothing.
No, sir, no.
Rajkumar? सबका हो गया? Everyone? Good?
Yes, sir.
Salman? Vadivan? Saurabh? All good, right? Guys, I'm still asking. You should have understand this. Anyway, guys, I'm telling you, this is not in use, not in use, not in use. Don't think about this is the working of all firewall. No. This is stateless firewall. That's why it's required a 2 policy to allow one successful communication. But this is not a condition for the other firewall as well. No. This is stateless, not in use. This firewall is not in use. Tell me everyone, this firewall is not in use. Okay. Why I'm saying that? Some guys will understand this. Okay, I need to create a 2 policy in the firewall to allow the packet. And then people will not think about the other types of firewall. And they are now I have seen some students and they are only thinking, okay, sir, you have explained packet first firewall types of. So I'm thinking that 2 policy required to allow a packet. So this is a behavior of packet filter firewall, not the all firewall. Okay. So now I'm going to explain about the stateful firewall. In the stateful firewall, it only required 1 policy. Okay, let me explain. Guys, are we clear for the packet filter firewall? So packet filter firewall taking a decision of allow or deny by checking the source IP, destination IP, and the services protocol. And it works on network and transport layer. Packet filter firewall only work on network and transport layer. Okay. Okay. Let's come to stateful firewall, guys. Stateful firewall. It is very very important. I'm telling you, very, very important firewall, and it is still in use. I'm still in use. This firewall is in use. Make sure. Okay. So whatever I'm going to explain, guys, make sure you should focus. Okay. Stateful firewall. So, so you know the packet filter firewall. I'm just give you some little idea. Stateful firewall, just idea. Okay. Then I will explain this idea. 10.1.1.1. Suppose this is a source IP. 10.2.2.2. This is a destination IP connected with other side of a firewall. Now, this point of time, if PC1 want to send a data to PC2 on some port like 443, in the stateful firewall, I only required a one policy. I only required a one policy. What policy? Like source IP. Source IP is 10.1.1.1. Destination IP would be 10.2.2.2. Destination port would be 443. And action is allowed. Action is allowed. I will only create one policy, and this one policy is enough to send a packet towards the destination and even get a reply as well. Got it? This is the behavior of a stateful firewall. One policy is enough to send a packet to the destination and even get the reply successfully as well. One policy is enough. How and why? Anyone? I'm going to explain it. But anyone knows how it is happening?
It's maintain a state table.
Okay. Who said? Jitu. Tushar said NAT. No NAT. No,
Yes.
no. It's not a NAT, Tushar. Jitu said it's maintain a state table. Correct. Now I'm going to explain you. Okay. So now you knows that the difference between packet filter firewall and stateful. Packet filter firewall, I need to create a two policy to allow the packet. But in the stateful, I'm only creating a one policy. And how it is happening? Let's come and understand. Okay. So stateful firewall. Stateful firewall is actually maintaining. Okay. Maintaining. I'm using what? Stateful firewall is actually maintaining maintain or whatever it is. Maintain the state table. State table. Okay, guys. So make sure state table, connection table. Guys, just wait for 2 minutes. I'm getting call from my father. Okay, just 2 minutes. Okay. So guys, stateful firewall means state table. Stateful firewall is actually maintaining the state table, connection table, or session table. These are all the same thing. Okay. These all are the same thing, same name. State table, connection table, session table. All is a same thing. Okay. So stateful firewall is actually maintaining the state table or connection table, whatever the name, this all three is the same. So with the help of state table, I only required a one policy. Remember. Okay. Network issues will join shortly. Okay. So how actually firewall maintaining the state table? Let me explain, guys. Okay. This could be the last topic of the class today. This is a firewall. Okay. And PC1, PC2, 10.1.1.1, 10.2.2.2. Okay. This is a PC1 IP is 10.1.1.1, PC2 IP is 10.2.2. Okay. Now, same example, PC1 want to send a packet to PC2 on the port 443. Okay. So what happened at this point of time? I have created the policy in the firewall. Policy is, let me create a policy here. Policy is source IP is 10.1.1, destination IP is 10.2.2.2, destination port is 443, and action is allowed. Okay, this source IP, destination IP, 443 allowed. This is the policy number 1 I have created in the firewall. So what happened, guys? When this PC1 want to send a packet to PC2, that packet will come to the firewall. Firewall, what will check? Firewall check two things here. Stateful firewall check two things. Whether it's a new connection, okay, whether it's a new connection or it's a existing connection. Whether it's a new connection or it's a existing connection. Okay. Whenever any traffic coming to the firewall check two things. It's either, I'm using a word either, okay? Either it's a new connection or either it's a existing connection. Connection, session, all are same thing. Okay. So whenever any packet come to the firewall, as I said that firewall maintaining a state table. Okay. Like state table. Firewall maintaining a state table. Okay, state table, connection table. This firewall, this is stateful firewall. It's maintaining a state table. So whenever any packet or data coming to my firewall, what firewall will see? Firewall check that in the stateful information. Okay, firewall check that whether it's a new connection or existing connection, and how it will check. Firewall check on behalf of state table. Firewall check the information in the state table about the any connection coming to the firewall check the state table and figure it out whether it's a new connection or existing connection. And how it is, it will check the information of the connection on the state table. If firewall found the information at state table, it means it's a existing connection. And if firewall not found any information in the state table, then it's a new connection. This point is clear, guys. Whenever any packet, any request, actually packet means source IP, destination IP, this kind of a request, any come to the firewall, because firewall is a L3, right? So firewall check on IP addresses. Any packet come to the firewall to allow the traffic, firewall check that it's a new connection or it's an existing connection. And how it check? It check on behalf of information on state table. Whether in the state table, whatever the packet is coming towards me, I have information on my state table or not. Okay, so firewall check that the mentioned source IP or mentioned destination IP and the port number, do I have information on the state table? If no information found, it means it's a new connection. Okay, and if yes, the connection found in the state table, it means it's a existing connection. Okay, guys, these two, whatever I explained, please mark it. Okay, I will come on this topic later on. Okay, at the last of this topic. New connection, existing connection. Now, what is state table now? What happened, guys? Any connection coming to the firewall, okay, what happened if it's a new connection? I'm using what? If it's a new connection coming to the firewall check that what is the source IP, and firewall put the source IP in the state table. So for this request, source IP is 10.1.1.1. And firewall check what is the destination IP. Destination IP would be, one moment, guys. Let me remove. Not all. What happened? Not getting that. Not only the source IP, guys. Firewall also get the information of source port as well. What is source port? I will explain later on. Okay. Now then, firewall also check that what is the destination IP. So firewall get the information of destination IP as well. So PC1 want to access PC2. So PC2 IP is a destination IP, which is 10.2.2.2. And what he want to access? Destination port number. What is the destination port number? Which is 443. Okay. So firewall get this. Any new connection, I'm using a word, any new connection coming to the firewall. Okay. Firewall put all the information in the state table. Source IP, source port number, destination IP, destination port number. Source port number, I have just vacant. I will explain source later on. Then what happened, guys? Firewall put this information in the state table. And you can see that I have the policy also present in the firewall, that source IP 10.1.1 going to the destination 10.2.2, the port number 443, action is allowed. This policy is created in the firewall. On behalf of this policy, what firewall will do? Any new connection came, firewall check the policy. Policy is allowed. That point of time, firewall get all the information on the mention all the information in state table and forward the traffic towards the destination. Now, when the reply packet is coming, okay, now the reply packet is coming. At that point of time, firewall again check. When the reply packet is coming to the firewall check it's a new connection or it's an existing connection. Firewall check. So how he will, I said na, firewall check the new connection. Any packet coming to the firewall, it check that it's a new connection or it's an existing connection. Firewall verify it. So if the reply packet coming to the firewall check that it's a new connection or existing connection. So I said that if information for the reply packet, if information will find out in the state table, it means it's an existing connection. When the reply packet is coming, guys, here in the state table, na, for any of the connection, firewall also create a session ID. One session ID and give a number 1, 2, whatever it is. Okay, it's a session ID. So when the reply packet is coming, na, firewall will check that, hey, firewall check the state table and find out, hey, it's a reply packet. It's not a new connection. It's a existing connection because I could see in the state table when the return packet is coming, I could see the session ID is 1. Okay. Anyway, the source IP is reverse, right? It's a reverse source ID. Destination IP is also reverse, right? But session ID is 1. It means it's a existing connection. So when firewall find out that any packet coming to the firewall, it's already present in the state table and it's a reverse traffic is coming. Okay. And so it's a existing connection. It means firewall come to know it's initiated from the inside only and the reply packet is coming because I have seen the information in the state table. Then firewall will not check any further policy. Firewall simply allow that. Because it's an existing connection, firewall simply allowed it. It will not check for the, like in the packet filter, it will check for the reverse packet policy as well. But here, stateful firewall will maintain the state table, and in the state table, it check all the information of source IP, destination port number, and give a session ID. And when the same reply packet will come into the firewall, at that point of time, firewall will allow the packet. It will not check any further policy for the return packet because it already find out that this information in the state table because it's an existing connection. This is a working of stateful firewall. Any doubt, guys?
Sir, I have one doubt that there is having how much time will to save that state table entry in the table.
See that. It's all depend on the protocol, which protocol you are using, TCP, UDP, okay? So what is the timeout of TCP? 1 hour, right? So this point of time, it will be the state table connection will be there, but actually after 1 hour, it will flush it out, right? But it is not like this. Whenever, if this state table, if that session ID, this information could be even 5 hours as well, it's not in use. Why I'm telling you, there is a source port. If this PC initiate a connection, okay, it came to the PC2 and firewall maintain a state table. Firewall maintain the source IP, source port, destination IP, destination port, and give the session ID. And then it will reply the packet. It will allow the reply packet. Now, if this PC again initiate this PC will close the session. close the session, whatever his facebook.com initiator, whatever it is, he closed the session. When he again initiate a packet, what would happen? That point of time, it's a new connection. Why? The source port is changed. Let me explain the port, guys. Okay. What is source port? What is source port? Let me explain it. Guys, just 1 minute. So, what is source port, guys? Let me explain the source port. So, actually, total ports, range of ports, okay? From 0 to 65535. This is the total range of ports, guys. Range of ports. Note it down, okay? Now, out of from 0, because American start from the 0, okay? From 0 to 1023, it's called well-known port. Well-known ports. What is the meaning of well-known ports? I'm coming. Well-known ports, and from 1023 to 4 actually, to rest 65535. This is called random ports. Random ports. What? So random port is fine. What is a well-known port? Well-known port means, guys, we have already defined ports, like port number 21 is used for FTP, right? Port number 22 is used for SSH, correct? Port number 25 is used for SMTP. Port number 23 used for telnet, right, guys? Aware of this, right? Port number 443 is used for HTTPS. Port number 80 used for HTTP traffic. So these are the port already predefined ports. Their services are already predefined. That's why in this range it's called well-known ports. Well-known port means predefined ports. This is their functionality is already predefined. But from the range 1024 to 65535, this is called random ports. So whenever any PC initiate any connection, okay, like 10.1.1.1, this is 10.2.2.2. If this PC initiate any connection, he will not the source IP. What is the source IP here? 10.1.1.1. Now, if any PC connect any connection, there would be a source port as well. Source port, it could be any number from this range, random ports. Could be any number. It could be 44444, could be anything in the random port range. Always make sure. Now, destination IP is what? Destination IP is 10.2.2.2. And what is the destination port here? Destination port, suppose you want to access on 443. So, which is 443. So, any connection when you initiate, make sure source IP is okay, destination is okay. Now suppose if you open a google.com, okay, and you open a five season, let me explain. Like I have opened a google.com here. Okay. One session I have opened. Okay. Now again, I have opened again google.com. Guys, you know that I'm opening google.com. My source IP, whatever the PC or IP address of my PC is the same. The Google destination IP is also same. And the protocol I'm using, HTTPS, is also same. The source IP, destination IP, and the port number for these two sessions is same. If I open up one more session, google.com, sorry. So that point of time, again, the source IP is all three session is same, destination is same, and destination port is also same. If I open one more session, see, 4 session I have opened, but see, all 4 session I'm getting in different session. It is not mixed together, but you can see the source IP is all the times my laptop PC. Destination is all the time the Google IP, and destination port is all the time is 443. So what is there in there actually which helps to segregating it? If I open the command prompt of my laptop, my laptop little slow, and just type net state -a, and you can see not this one, guys. It will come. You can see, come on, you can see there here, guys. This is the last one. 172.20.10.3. This is source IP. And the destination is same 174.14 and HTTPS. You can see for these two connection, source IP is same, destination IP is same, and destination port number HTTPS is same. So what is actually happening? Who make these two connection in two different session? Source port. This is a source port, guys. So this is source IP and this is source port 55421. And for the other connection, see the source port is different 55422. And this is for other connection 23, whatever it is. Whenever if you initiate any connection, your source port all the time for each connection would be randomly selected. And that source port actually playing a very important role to segregating or distinguishing a two different connection. Here my source IP is also same, destination IP is also same, and destination port is also same. Right? See? So who is actually making these two? Okay, distinguishing two connection? Source port. Source port is actually playing a very, very important role here. Okay? So that's how any connection, you said no, that flush out time. Flush out time, it's all depend on the protocol, which protocol you are using. TCP has a 1 hour of flush timeout. It will not depend. Any connection coming to the firewall check it's a new connection or existing connection. If it find the information in the state table, it means it's a existing connection. But make sure only for the reply packet. If you for initiating connection, you will never find a state table, any information in state table, because the source port all the time is for each session, all the time is new source port would be created. That point of time, it would be a new connection for the firewall. Okay. And firewall will think that it's a new connection. Okay, guys, this is what the state table, guys, stateful firewall. Okay. So now we know today what is stateless firewall, means packet filter firewall, and we know that what is stateful firewall, right? Any doubt, guys?
So I have one doubt regarding what you have written over session ID is 1.
Yeah. It's any sequence number, okay? Like for just a sequence number 1. If any other new connection will come, na, so it will again, put all the information, source IP, source port, destination IP, destination port, and give a session ID, so some sequence number 2.
Means
If
it
any
is
other
just like a
connection,
serial number.
just like a serial number, it's a sequence number I'm saying.
Okay,
Like a
got it.
serial number only, any number, any connection comes like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of a session ID. It will start giving. Okay,
Yes.
it could be sequence number. Better would be used, not a continuous serial number. It could be give a 10 as well, 100 as well. I don't know. It's just a session ID.
It's a random number it will take.
Random, yeah, it's just a random number. So this is actually helping if any reverse traffic would come, na. So he will check that, okay, instead of checking all the source destination, he will check the session ID and he find the information is state table. My firewall will find out that it's a reply packet, okay, and he will allow it. Okay, firewall is not gonna check into the any second policy in the firewall. So this is the behavior of stateful firewall. With the help of maintaining the state table, this connection is stateful, and only one policy is enough. Remember, only one policy is enough for the two-way communication. Okay, guys, that's all for today's. Okay, in the tomorrow class, I will explain about the application level gateway firewall, next generation firewall, and transparent firewall. And then we will go about some history of checkpoint firewall. Okay. Then packet flow firewall, 3-tier architecture of firewall, all things we're going to explain. What is implicit rule, explicit rule, stealth rule, cleanup rules. I will explain what is SIG. Those things, guys, will go. Okay. And likewise, I can start the lab as well. So that's all for today's, guys. Thank you. Let's meet tomorrow on the same time. Thank you, guys.
Sir, how to firmware upgrade, that also you teach in the class, correct?
हाँ easy है सब बताऊंगा, don't worry. Okay, I will explain it. Okay, guys, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Saurabh, can you hear me? Saurabh?
हाँ नितिन हेलो।
खत्म हो गया क्या ये?
हाँ क्लास खत्म हो गया। एक काम करो,
अच्छा,
एक ग्रुप बना लो, इजी हो जाएगा सबके लिए।
ग्रुप बना हुआ कि बनाना पड़ेगा? एक्चुअली मैं थोड़ा मेरा नेटवर्क चला गया था, इसलिए मैं डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था।
नहीं ग्रुप बना नहीं है, तो ग्रुप अगर
हाँ,
होता है तो थोड़ा इजी होगा।
तो मतलब डेटा हमारे पास नहीं है ना, कितने बंदे हैं, वो तो एडमिन के पास ही होता है।
अच्छा,
ये बात है ना।
वो भी है। ठीक है, मैं गौरव सर से मैं बात करता हूँ, गौरव शर्मा से।
ठीक है, एक बार
उनको मैं बोलता हूँ एक ग्रुप क्रिएट करने के लिए व्हाट्सएप पे।
ठीक है, चलेगा।
ठीक।
नंबर देता हूँ अगर इन केस।
हाँ तुम नंबर दे दो।
आप दूसरी बार कर रहे हो क्या पागल का कोर्स?
आ, दूसरे मतलब?
मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे हो?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसके
नेट।
पहले ये किया था मैंने। ये F5 भी किया था और फोर्टिनेट भी किया, पालो अल्टो भी किया। पालो अल्टो ये मनप्रीत सर ने किया था।
हम्म, ठीक है, ओके। ठीक है, मैं डाल दिया सर, अब अगर है तो मुझे भी ऐड कर देना है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, मैं बोल दूँ।
ओके ओके, बाय।
ओके बाय।